Well, spring is well and truly on its way, and some of our gardens are looking a bit worse for wear after the cold winter months.
Not to worry, though. Our resident gardener, Jordan Sly, is here with everything you need to know to get your plants looking fine this spring. There he is, Jordo. Good morning to you. So what should we be planting now, my friend?
Well, mate, first, I can't believe you don't like yo-yos, buddy, but look, spring is around. I'm actually a bit offended, but to be honest, mate, it's a great time. Look, we've got a couple of weeks to go. It's still cold at night. Spring's around the corner, so there's a few things to look forward to, mate. We love spring. We love getting some new stuff in the garden. And I always encourage looking at a few flowers, getting some things established. And also there's some really handy tips about growing some little seeds, like we're sort of replicating what we do in our tunnels at home. So your little tomato seeds, zucchinis, cucumbers, all that lovely summer veg.
Beautiful. Start
Start them inside in your kitchen in a bit of towel, a bit of paper, or a bit of dirt, and get them ready for the next few weeks for planting out in the garden, mate.
Can I say, in that shirt, you look like spring.
Yeah. Well, it does. Oh, thank you, Alison. It's nice to see you. I can't see you, but I do appreciate that. This is my number one, actually. So, you know, I got the compliments last time, so we're stepping it up a bit
He's
again.
got the captain out. Hey, Jordo, so what is the importance of bees and pollination of summer veggies, and how do we attract them?
Yeah, great question, mate. So again, bouncing back to that, the flowers. So what we want to do is encourage bees and beneficial bugs into the garden. Things, as mentioned, like zucchinis, cucumbers, they require pollination. So a bee's duty in the garden is sort of basically going from a male flower to a female flower. It's got furry little feet, so it takes a bit of pollen from one to the other, and that's how the fruit sets on the plant. So all good bugs, lady beetles, staying away from having to use pest controls, sprays and chemicals. Flowers are just the good guys, and bee are the greatest of all, mate.
That's all natural.
Does it vary what you should plant
Natural.
depending on the size of the garden you've got? Like if you had just a very small space, what you plant, would that be different if you had a larger area?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, small space, again, I encourage pots, herbs in pots and things like that. But if you do have a bit of space, you know, have a bit of fun out there, grow some beans, some things are going to climb, corn's a big one. But again, if you're going to grow watermelons, you need a bit of space because obviously it's a big fruit, it's a big vine. So again, grow things capable of the size you've got. So again, herbs and flowers in a smaller space. And in a big garden, grow some big tomatoes, some beans, some corn, zucchinis, and really have some fun. Send a passion fruit vine over your neighbour's fence or something like that. It's all good stuff.
Finally, Jordo, what's a good, grow your own meal here? So what's a good seasonal dish that we can cook from the garden?
Oh, that's a great question again, Peter. I don't know if you can see in front of me, mate, but there's gorgeous salad time right now. So with the cooler months that we've just been through, all your salads are delicious. But what I've really liked is sort of the cauliflowers that are in season. I've been making a really nice pasta, mate, sort of with some pine nuts, ground up your cauliflower, some garlic, a bit of orecchiette. And if you're a little bit naughty, put a bit of prosciutto on top there, mate, some Parmesan cheese, and that is good to go. But yeah, cauliflowers, broccolis, and all your salad greens are just delicious at this time of year.
Ah, beautiful.
You know what I want to do when I go home is I want to watch this interview back on mute because, Jordan, you speak with like your hands, your whole upper body, even your hips.
That's not a knee. Well, he's a musician. He's a rock star, but gardener by day, rock star by night. Here we go. He says. You're like, oh, it's like I gesticulate too when I like voice stories sometimes. It just sort of, it's for effect, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like
hopefully the guys out there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I feel like Anthony Kiedis sometimes when I voice my stories in the voice booth. There you go, eh? All right.
If only you had his talent.
Thank you, Jordo. Great to see you, mate. Thanks very much for joining us this morning.
Awesome, guys, and just a shout out to those farmers out there too, mate.
Yeah,
Keep going, guys. Everyone
absolutely.
give generously, and that's really good. We appreciate that support.